Can the need for revenge take over someone's life? Revenge is overpowering and can consume life. The need to seek revenge changes people's lives when they become completely consumed with the idea of revenge. The Count uses his wealth in order to get revenge. On page 170, the Count says, I had an interior motive in saving you. I wanted to call on you to introduce me into Paris society when I visited France. The Count uses his wealthy status to get close to people in order to get his revenge. He is so consumed with getting connected to these people that he needs to completely move his life. Throughout the movie, Savages, a couple that deals with marijuana, are asked to be bought out from Mexican cartels, and they refuse to take the partnership. The girlfriend is kidnapped and used to get revenge on the couple and to force the couple to take the partnership. The Mexican cartel uses their wealth and power in order to get what they want. Because of their power, they have very little chance of getting in trouble because they have the connections with the right people, such as the police and the federal agents. They use those connections to stay off the radar and get closer to the couple in order to force the partnership. The Count does this with many of his friends. He uses his wealth and power with little help from disguises in order to stay under the radar. He uses all these connections in order to get closer to the people he is seeking revenge on. Haiti puts her life at risk in order to get revenge. On page 359, Haiti says, For I have at least found the opportunity to avenge my father's death. Haiti has waited so long in order to avenge the death of her father that she is now risking everything in order to do so. She is the Count's servant, so she does not have the right to speak out against people, but she is so consumed with the revenge that she risks her life. When Spider-Man's Uncle Ben is murdered, Spider-Man then gets so caught up in trying to avenge his uncle's death that he would do anything to do so. In order to make sure nothing bad happens to other people, he puts his own life in danger to protect the people. Once Spider-Man gains his power, he feels the need to do the right thing and to avenge his uncle's death. When Haiti becomes free from being a slave, which is like gaining powers, she also feels the need to do the right thing and keep Fernand from killing anyone else. Spider-Man and Haiti both have the desire to forget everything in their lives in order to protect the lives of other people, even if it involves putting themselves in danger. Franz got his revenge by throwing away any chance he had at being wealthy. On page 311, the author says, This harsh letter from a young man who until then had been so respectful was a deadly blow to the pride of a man like Villefort. Franz was so upset and overwhelmed with the news from Noirtier about his father that he did not want anything to do with the Villefort family. Ray Lewis became so consumed with revenge to protect his friends, he risks his football career in order to do so. He put aside his own life so that he could defend his friends, but he became so involved with the revenge that he forgot about his football career. Ray Lewis almost threw away his whole career in order to get revenge. Throwing away his career would take away his wealth and status. Franz completely threw away his chance of having wealth and status by throwing away his chance of marrying Valentine. Many people strive to have the money and to become famous, because without wealth and status, someone is just another person. Both of these men became so consumed with revenge that they risked everything they had for it. Being overwhelmed with anger, Max plans to kill himself to fill his need for revenge. On page 431, the author says, Maximilian had no particular reason to be worried. He had Monte Cristo's promise that Valentine would live, and so far that promise has been faithfully kept. Max spent every day worrying about Valentine, and he becomes completely devastated when she dies, and he plans to kill himself because of his grief. In a way, Max is getting revenge on himself because he trusted the Count to save Valentine's life. Max is so consumed with anger that he is willing to kill himself in order to be with Valentine. Batman has a role in Gotham City to protect its citizens from harm, but Batman eventually lets the city down when he does not come to their rescue and save them from danger. Max becomes angry when the Count does not save Valentine like he promised to, because he knows that there is nothing that he could have done to save her himself. Now Max has lost trust in the Count because he did not do what he said or he was going to do. The people of Gotham City feel betrayed when Batman does not save them from the danger that threatens their city. Once their trust is broken, Batman is not seen as a hero, but as an untrusted, disgraced person. While she was so consumed with revenge, Madame de Villefort forgot about how her family would suffer from her actions of revenge. On page 429, the author says, Madame de Villefort no longer had any doubt. It was all over now. Her final task has been accomplished. She stepped back but then stood motionless, absorbed in the sight of death. She spent so much time and energy to kill Valentine and Monsieur and Madame de Saint-Irmeran. Madame de Villefort occupied most of her time with getting revenge on these people in order to control the money that they all had. On his way to being king, Macbeth destroys anybody that is or may be in his way in gaining his kingship. He continues to kill anybody, friend or foe, that might intrude with his control. In order to get her way, Madame de Villefort gets rid of the people that stand in her way. She is so consumed in her plan that she forgets about the people that will get hurt once she accomplishes it. Macbeth also tried to get rid of anybody that would stand in his way of becoming king. He murders a man that thinks very highly of him, and he even kills a few of his friends because he does not want to be stopped by anyone. But later in Macbeth's kingship, he realizes that he became so consumed with being king that he forgot about the people he hurt along the way, and he ended up hurting his country's people. I think that the need for revenge is not worth the consequences. The harsh realities of revenge end up hurting everyone involved, even the person seeking revenge. In the end, seeking revenge is not worth the results that may occur.